All right, it's Monday. We had a totally awesome day in Los Angeles. I opened the windows. Although my apartment's naturally cold, which is great in the summer and terrible in the winter, but I opened the windows. My kitchen floor was still cold, but the rest of the house was pretty warm, which was awesome. And got some little bit of sun and just a very, I'm talking a lot today. Um, Sometime around the age of 12, my family moved to a better part of town. And it was like I used to ride my bike a half hour to go back to the old neighborhood to play with my friends from that old neighborhood. But at the end of our street in this new neighborhood, sadly, I had never gone there, but I think it must have been within the first year or so of me moving there. There was a bowling alley, which I would have loved to have seen, at least, especially now, but it burned down. And when it burned down, well, you could tell from the smoke because we didn't have Facebook for people to say the bowling alley's on fire. So after it burned down, like it was kind of left a little bit, not a long time, but I think a couple of days of the burnt rubble. And kids or teenagers went up there. Why I didn't do that, I don't know, but went up there and dug through the rubble and got the bowling pins that weren't destroyed and bowling balls. And they took the bowling balls it was written on it, whatever the name of the bowling alley. I wish I could remember. And when my band moved to Los Angeles, uh, one of the members of the band had a bowling ball. And I'm like, you're bringing that to Los Angeles? He's like, yeah, you never know when a bowling ball is going to come in handy. So, as what normal people did, people in the trying to be in the music business way back a million years, before everything, um, we shared a kind of a small apartment, like a one bedroom, but there would be two of us in each room, and so in the front room would have been two members of the band, and the said member who owned the said bowling ball was in that room. But the other person who lived in that room was a snorer. I don't know if you've ever had to sleep in the same room with a snorer. It is unpleasant. So when the other person would be snoring, the other member of the band who had the bowling ball from the fire in the hometown that I grew up in would roll it across the floor, and it would hit against the other guy's bed, wake him up, and then he would roll over and stop snoring. So that's what you do with the bowling ball when you're not bowling. Thank you for coming. And we're going to start in a seated position. We're going to do a few bowling exercises, a few bowling warm ups. So let's put the right hand out. We're going to let that shoulder drop down. We're going to take the other fingers and pull that hand back. And then be really aware of that shoulder because it wants to keep creeping up. We're going to creep it down. We're going to breathe here. Good, and then let's do the other side, left hand, and then try to keep that shoulder down. We're going to pull back here and breathe. We're breathing in through the nose, long and deliberate, and out through the nose. We'll do a couple little shoulder moves in a moment. I don't think I've done in a while, or maybe not at all in the classes here. I can't remember all these things. Going back to center, so you can put the hands wherever you like. I'm going to put mine on my knees. We're going to lift the shoulders up to the ears, which is kind of the opposite of our comfortable posture. And then we're going to roll them back, down the back, roll them forward, and then back up towards the ears again. So we're drawing big circles on the outside with the shoulders. So up to the ears, down the back, rolling forward, up the chest, up to the ears again, and breathing. And then let's go the opposite direction, please. This is a good exercise if you're carrying the world on your shoulders. Woo. Okay, let's reach the right arm up. We're going to drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Left hand is going to, right hand is going to gently rest on the left ear. The left hand can reach down, trying to put it flat on the mat. It may not go there, but you'll find that that stretches through the neck and top of the shoulder. A few breaths here. But then our teacher, he was always nice. He said, just push your head back into place so you can be nice to yourself. And then we'll let the other ear fall to the other side, and then left hand up, and then right hand down. We'll breathe here. So it's just the weight of the arm. We're not, even if your neck is really tense, don't pull on the head. Just let the weight of the arm sit there. Give it a little bit of a stretch. Go ahead and push that head back to center. Let's for a moment pull the shoulders back and lengthen up. Pull your core in all the way up the spine to the crown of the head. We're just going to take a couple of breaths here and get ourselves into that breathing, in through the nose and out through the nose. And just before I get up, the bowling ball thing, if that seemed confusing to you, he didn't get up and roll it. He would be in bed and he would roll it across the room. He didn't, it just so we're clear. And let's stand, and we're gonna take the feet about the distance of the hips and shoulders. And we're gonna swing the arms forward. I feel really far away. Woo! Good, and then opposite direction, please. Hold the core, continue the breath. Let's come across the front, switching which hand goes on top. I'm going to do a lot of our standing warm-ups before we get into our push-ups and stuff today. All right, hands on the hips. We'll swing the hips around a little bit. And the opposite direction, please. Good, back to center. Let's lift one knee. We're going to do them both, so lift whichever one you like, and then both hands can grab that knee. And then pull the shoulders back, but stand up tall as you can. You could flex that foot, which means bring the toes towards the shins. You could rotate the foot, or you could just let it be what it's going to be. We'll take a few more breaths here. Great. Opposite, whatever it is for you, we'll grab the other knee and let the leg drop into the hands and pull the shoulders. You can really feel how much it's pulling on your shoulders, which is good. And we're going to breathe here. And what you want to do with the foot is up to you. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm glad you're here. Good. Let's step one foot over the other, and then we're going to hang down. And you might want to take your time hanging down. And sometimes if my lower back is feeling kind of tight, I use my hands and then work my way down as the back opens up. And if you like, for the shoulders, you can circle in the hands, or you could even, you want to stop that downward fold, you can hold the legs a little bit, or just go all the way into it, breathing here. And we'll stay in the forward fold, but we will switch the feet. You could pendulum the arms if you prefer. And just continue letting the back just drop open. Every out breath, letting go. Good, so feet together, big toes touching, ankles a bit apart. Just go ahead and put your hands on your shins. If you're super flexible with the legs straight, hands on the floor is fine. But easy in the beginning here, shins, we're gonna look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs, and then out breath, forward fold. And we're gonna look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs, and forward fold. We're gonna look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs, forward fold. Let's engage the core, tighten your core as you come all the way up, swinging the arms up to the ceiling. We're gonna come down through the heart center. Breath in, up again. Breath out, forward folding, keeping the fingers low. We look up, we forward fold. You can engage the core and you come up. It's protective on the back. It's real nice. I do that a lot now. We're going to come down through the heart center. You don't have to though. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward fold, fingers low again. We look up and we forward fold. Up again to the ceiling. Down through the heart. Breath in, back up. We're going to do a few of these today. Forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, back up, maybe core engaged as you come up. Down again through the heart center. Breath in, back up. Breath out, forward folding, fingers low. We're going to look up. And from here, we're stepping back to our first top of push-up. Belly and legs are tight here, so the core is engaged as it was when I was talking about coming up. It's engaged the same. It's not extreme, just holding it a bit, and the legs are holding a bit. And then when you're ready, we're going to come down, roll forward, up dog, third eye, legs are engaged only, and then down dog, tuck the toes, look at the stomach. You can bend the right leg, push the opposite heel towards down, stepping a little bit in place here. And you could jump, but the first one I like to walk to the top of the mat, the feet back together, with the fingers low, we look up. And we forward fold. Back up, you can engage with the core, down through the heart center. Breath in, up again. Breath out, forward folding. We look up. We step back, top of push-up again. We'll go straight to the vinyasa, lower down, up dog, legs tight, down dog, looking at the navel. If you like, up on the toes, in breath, down with the heels, out breath, or you could begin to stay still, breathing in the nose with the head tucking a bit. Wide hands, middle finger straight forward. Good, walk or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again, right through the middle. Breath in, up. Breath out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Good, we'll breathe here. Remember, you can rest anytime you like. Breathing in the nose, looking at the navel. All right, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. This time let's intertwine the fingers and turn the palms straight up to the ceiling. We will take the feet apart again. Let's lean over to the right. Excellent. Over to the left. Good. Back to center. Push the walls out. Push the thoughts out. Try not to move the hips too much. We're going to turn and look to the right. And all the way over to the other side. Good. And back to center, which is feet back together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to sit in chair. Good. We're coming up and over just like before, forward folding. We look up, we step back again, top of push-up, lower and drop. Up dog, lengthen everything. Down dog. Warrior one on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out, and we're going to bring the arms up. Knee over ankle, back foot flat, and we're going to reach the left arm forward. You don't have to do this one, but I like the way it feels, so we get that turn of the rib cage real clean. Straight forward with the torso as best we can. And touch the ceiling again, and then hands back down, step back, lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side. Right foot turns out, back up, arms up, knee over ankle. Those of you that want to can reach that right shoulder forward. Breathing here. Very nice. Touch the ceiling and hands back down, step back, lower and drop, up dog and down dog. And very nice. We breathe right here. Good. Step or jump, top of the mat. We look up, forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in a chair again, and standing, arms down. Let's do some more. Utkatasana is the chair. Up, over, forward folding. Flat back as we look up. Stepping, top of push-up. Lower and drop. Up dog. Down dog. Right side again. Warrior one. Left foot turns out. Arms up, hands in prayer above the head. Looking up, lengthening up. Let's hold here and breathe. Great. Hands back down, step back. Lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, please. Right foot turns out. Back up. Hands in prayer pointing to the sky. Looking up, lengthening up. Breathing. All right. Hands back down, step back. Lower down. Up dog and down dog. Nice. You're welcome to rest. We're going to breathe here. Good. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair and standing. Excellent. Let's just do one more tonight with warrior two. So we'll sit in chair. Excellent. Up, over again, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top push up again, lower down, up dog, down dog. Right side, please, warrior two. Back up, knee over ankle. Left hip rotating back so everything is getting flat. Knee doesn't move. Looking at the fingers in front of us. Dropping the shoulders, holding the core. Again, a little bit engaged. Breathing in the nose. Great. Hands top of the mat again. Step back. Lower down. Up dog. Down dog. And left foot stepping. Warrior two on the other side. Knee over ankle. Right hip rotating back. Holding the core. Dropping the shoulders. Eyes open. We're looking at the fingers in front of us. Breathing in the nose. All right, hands top of the mat, step back, lower down again. Up dog, tight legs, third eye looking. Down dog, navel, breathing here. Let's stay longer in this one, breathing. You're welcome to put the knees down if you like. All right, step, hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold. So feet and knees together. Let's sit in chair. We're going to stay in chair. And again, you can hold the core a little bit here. Let's breathe. Excellent. Stand, feet a little bit apart, distance of hips or shoulders. You can grab prayer or just elbows. We're going to hang down. When I'm doing some of the forward folds, I'm not myself engaged in the core, although I think you could a little bit, but I release some. So let's breathe here. And on the in breath, we engage the core and touch the ceiling. And on the out breath, we come back down with the peace fingers, grabbing the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside, elbows pulling out, top of the head reaching down towards the mat. On an in breath, engage the core, touch the ceiling. On an out breath, right back down, but hands under feet from the front. You could pull up on the feet a little bit, lengthen the top of the head down and breathe. And engage the core. Let's just stand nice and simple. We will return the feet back together. I find if I turn the thumbs out, some of the movement is nicer with the arms, but either way is fine. Let's do our standing series, sit in chair again. Good. Up, over, forward, folding. We're going to look up. We step back, top of push-up again, lower and drop, up dog and down dog. Right side, warrior two. Right foot, heel to heel aligned. Arms out again, breathing again, looking at that right middle finger, holding the engagement of the abs. Breath in the nose. We're going to stay here a little longer. Engagement of the abs, that sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. We're going to straighten the leg in the front. For triangle, we're going to reach out a bit, right hand down, left arm up. The hand can be gently on the shin or palms facing out and away. You might want to look up to your reaching hand. If that's too much, look down to the foot right here in the front. Make sure you stack the whole body over the leg in the front. We're going to breathe. Excellent. Both hands on the shin. We're going to shorten the stance a couple of inches. You could stay here in pyramid, or you can do the twist of triangle just by reaching the right arm up. It could be a little up. You could take the back of the hand outside of the leg and push against the leg and grip the big toes down and get some leverage so you can go way up Lengthen the tail to the crown of your head. And then good. Hands back down, stepping back again, lower and drop. Up dog and down dog. And left side, warrior two. Back up. We're going to hold here. Breathing. I'm going to say it again. Engaging the core. Nice. Let's stay like this. Straight that leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit for triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. You can have the hand on the shin or palms facing out and away. Looking up to the reaching hand, breathing. And both hands on the shin. We could shorten the stance a couple of inches, and then again, you could stay here like in pyramid, or right hand outside, rotating, gripping the mat with the big toe in the front, lengthening the tail to the crown of the head. Just a moment longer. Great. Hands back down, stepping back, lower down, up dog, third eye, and down dog. Let's stay in down dog breathing. All right, step hop, top of the mat. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair, standing arms right down at the side, shoulders back, core engaged. All right, sit in chair again. Up, over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower and drop. Up dog, legs tight, and down dog. Right side again, warrior two, back up. Okay. We're going to do extended side angle by taking the center of the right forearm and placing it on the knee. Left arm up and over. You look along the elbow to the ceiling. The right hand could go on the ground if you wanted it to. We're going to breathe here. Good, back up. We're gonna do the twist today. You could keep the back foot flat. You could come to the ball of the foot. We're gonna swing the left arm through. You could put the knee down. Elbow outside of bent leg in the front. Hands in prayer, pull in towards the chest. And we'll stay here. All right, great. Hands down again. Let's step back, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog, down dog, and left side, warrior two. Boom, again, breathing, looking at the fingers in front of us. Holding the core. All right, center of the left forearm for extended side angle, and we reach up and over. Back to warrior two. You're welcome to keep the back foot flat. You're welcome to come to the ball of the foot. You're welcome to put the knee down. Hands in prayer, pull in. You can look up to the elbow pointing to the ceiling or down to the foot right in front of you. And then get a little tall here and breathe. All right, excellent. Hands down again, stepping back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and then down dog. And then let's step the right foot or whatever foot makes you face the device that you're using, and we're going to do the sun goddess. So here we are. Just breathing. Little more. Can we thank God for the sun goddess? I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. All right, let's stand, turn the toes to run straight forward. We're going to reach straight up, breathing in, and straight down on the out breath. Fingers right underneath the shoulders, on the line that the toes have created. Maybe palms down, top of the head reaching down, legs straight, breathing. Good, back up. Let's reach to the ends of the fingers, and then behind the back, we're going to intertwine the fingers. You can push the palms together. It's a release of the upper back tension, although it make the pose a little harder, or you can be a little bit apart with the hands. The fingers do stay interlaced, though, either way. Good. On an in-breath, let's touch the ceiling. On an out-breath, back down, we grab the shins, the ankles, or the big toes with the peace fingers. Elbows pulling away from the ears, top of the head reaching down. Very nice. Stay down low, both hands over to the right. We'll bring the nose towards the knee and rotate that left shoulder through and down. And then please over to the other side. Right shoulder through. Good. Back up to standing. Let's bring the feet back together and you can step them out a bit. Let's go right to tree today. We're going to stand on the left foot and we're going to lift the right leg way up high, just like so. If it won't lock there, go ahead and put it in the front. You can bring hands to heart or all the way up like tree branches. And we're going to take a nice long hold here, breathing. Great. Go ahead, let that down. You can step it out a bit. And we're going to stand on the right. And we're going to lift the left way up. Hands to the heart. Again, if it don't lock, you could put it like so in the front. I've done it a bunch like that myself. It's great. And nice breathing. Shoulders a bit back. Core, breath. Very nice. Let that down. You could step it out. And we're going to stand back on the left foot. We're going to do right on right. So we're going to lift the right leg and grab the right knee with the right hand. Left foot pointing forward, right leg pointing forward. Those of you that want to could big toe, peace fingers, extending leg, but stand up tall if you do that. And even if you hold the knee, of course, we stand up tall. So let's breathe here. And we're going to open that leg out to the right as we look to the left. Keep that foot up, back to center. Show me the bottom of your foot. Good. Let it go, step it out. Let's do standing on the right. We're going to lift the left. Left on left. If you want to grab the big toe, extend the leg, you can. Stand up tall. Right standing foot running straight forward. Breath in the nose. Good. Let's open up to the side as we look in the opposite direction. Back to center. Show me the bottom of your foot. Good. Let that down. Step it out. So we're going to bend the right leg, and we're just going to grab the right ankle with the right hand and reach the knee down, the left arm up. And if you want to do King Dancer, I would change the grip, and I'm going to turn so you can see that, with thumb on the big toe and fingers on the laces part, and then you can come forward. But this is a really nice way, just having the knee reach down to stretch the lower back, and we're going to breathe. Good. Let that down, and let's do the other side. So just grabbing the ankle. You maybe be able to see it better here. If you want to do that grip, it's fingers coming to the laces and thumb on the big toe if you're going to come forward for King Dancer. Otherwise, straight down with the knee, straight up with the right hand. Breathing in the nose. Excellent. Let that out. And just for a moment, let's squat. We'll take the feet a bit apart. Some people will be hard for to have the heels down. Over time, it may happen. We push the elbows against the legs and lengthen up the back. We'll take a few breaths here. All right, we're going to come down for some cat and cow. The knees are 2 fists apart, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. We let the belly drop down. As you breathe out, go ahead and arch the back. And then continue. You may want to close your eyes for this pose or sequence because the movement is a bit much. Just breathing and feeling the body. Good. Back to center. Look over the right shoulder. See the tail. And then over to the other side. Good. Back to center. We're going to step the right foot top of the mat. You're going to bring that foot a little further out and then Superman straight up with the arms. And we'll take a few breaths here. And very nice. Let's bring those hands down. Right hand right inside the right foot with this knee pushing against this shoulder, right against right. And we're going to stay here. You could walk the hands further forward if you like, coming down onto the elbows. Otherwise, right here, breathing. Great. Let's step that right knee back, and we'll step the left foot forward, and we're going to reach the arms straight up. You can bring that left foot a little further forward if you like. Just breathing here. Hips dropping to the earth. And again, down on the inside. Excellent. We stay here. You can walk the hands forward, starting to bend the arms. Maybe eventually the elbows get down. We'll keep the left knee pulling against the left arm shoulder. Breathing. Good. Step back to hands and knees. We're going to do sidearm balance today, which we don't do a lot. You want the right hand running straight to the right knee to the right foot, and we're going to step the left arch onto that line and reach the left arm up. You could stay here. You could put the right foot back and then have both legs back with the left foot on top of the right. You could open the legs up like a straddle with one down and one up. We'll take several breaths right here. Knee down is a lot nicer on the wrist. Good. We'll come to hands and knees, and we will do the other side. So left hand down and reaching up the right. You can keep the left knee down. Right arch is on the same line as the foot, the left hand and the left knee and the left foot, unless you step them back and you stack them. Left is under right, breathing. Right, and then hands down, we're gonna step back to the top of push-up. We're gonna lower down, up dog, down dog, right leg up. We bend the right leg, opening up to the hip, and then we're gonna throw that right shin, top of the mat, scooch the left leg back. You can take a moment and look up third eye. You can stay with the hands down, forearms down, lengthening out however you like, but come down like an elevator, nice and even. So no need to fall to one side, and we're gonna stay here breathing. All right, hands down. We step back. You can shake that right leg if you like. Top of push-up. We lower down, drop down, up dog, down dog, and then left leg up. You can bend the left leg opening up, keep the armpit down, and then let's throw the left shin top of the mat. You scooch that right leg a little back. We're gonna look up, arching a bit, and then hands down, excuse me, forearms down. We'll stay here. Alrighty. Hands back down. Let's step back. You can shake that left leg. This will be the last of the vinyasa push-ups, and then we're gonna lower down, up dog, down dog. Great. Let's sit. Once sitting, we're putting legs straight out in front. We're gonna do dynamic forward folding. We're gonna breathe in as we reach up. We're gonna breathe out, try to touch the toes. And back up, breathing in. Back down towards the toes. And please, over and over, out breath on the forward fold. Take a moment and touch the ceiling and stay there, lengthen up your back. Good, let's put the hands behind us, fingers pointing towards the feet, point the toes, lift the hips, look at the ceiling. Good, back down. We will bring the soles of the feet together. We're gonna take the left hand and grab the small toes, right hand on top of that. Sit up real tall, like your back is against the wall behind you and the back of your head and all that. You can butterfly the legs if you like, or just stay, pulling the shoulders back and down, breathing in the nose. Good, on your next out breath, fold forward like you're trying to put your heart on your big toes. Makes it a little harder for me. Don't worry about it being difficult for yourself. Let's get what we need to get for the body. And we're going to breathe here, pushing the elbows against the legs. Good, back up. Again, legs out in front of you. Point the toes, hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the feet. Lift up, look at the ceiling. Back down. We'll do our twist, right leg bends. Left foot stays pointing up. Left arm grabs the right leg, right hand behind you. Sit up tall and look back at the wall as you pull the shoulder back. You can put the elbow outside if you like, getting a little action. We're going to breathe. Very nice. Let's do the other side. Right leg out, toes pointing up. Hug that left leg in. Right arm grabs it behind you, sitting up really tall. You can put the elbow outside if you like. Let's breathe. Good. Back around. Let's bend both legs. We're going to do our core work. We're going to bring the arms underneath those bent legs, roll back onto the tail. You can stay right there. You can let go, pull the shoulders back. You can straighten the legs, hands in prayer, third eye of the toes, or even arms out with shoulders back, or with the legs bent. We're going to breathe here. This is 1 of 5. Good. Cross the legs, grab the shins, and straight that back to the crown of your head. Excellent. Number 2, up again. Breathing. Good. Across the legs, sit up tall. And 3, back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And 4, up again. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And very nice. Number 5, back up. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Good, hug the knees in. This time we are going to lay down so that we can do, first grab the shins. So the knees now and the legs are not crossed, they're next to each other. You grab the shins with your hands if possible, forearms, and then bring the nose up to the knees. Good, and then put the feet down. Feet should be about, almost be able to touch them with your longest finger. Feet and knees about 2 fists apart. If you want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, that's fine. The rest of us are going to do bridge, lifting the hips, tucking the shoulders, intertwining the fingers, and pushing the arms against the floor. We're going to breathe here. Great. Come on down. We're going upside down. If you prefer to go against your wall and put your legs up the wall, that's awesome. Otherwise, we are starting with plow. And here we go. Legs straight, toes falling towards the earth. Hands either on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms down. We breathe here. And if your hands are not on the back, put them there now. Lift the feet straight up, toes to the ceiling, looking at the toes. Weight heavy, shoulders, elbows, breath in the nose, allowing the body to be upside down. And bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears, reach back, grab the soles of your feet, and lower yourself into dead bug. Soles of the feet to the ceiling, knees in the armpit. You could stay still. I'm enjoying rocking around today. Good. Knees into the chest again. This time, keep the head down and bring the arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in. On the out breath, let the knees fall over to the right. As you look to the left, you can put your right hand on top of the legs if you like. And we're going to breathe here. Good. Back up and then on an out breath over to the other side as we look to the opposite. And back to center. Hug the knees into your chest. Thank yourself for coming out. And we're going to roll up to a seated position. You can take the meditation laying down. You can roll your mat into the tight rolled up mat, or you can use like a blanket to sit on. So just the feet are on the ground, but the hips are up on the blanket or the rolled up mat. Intertwine the fingers with the thumbs touching or one hand on top of the other. The chin hanging slightly to the chest. The shoulders are a little bit back because the back is actively straight, but we're going to become aware of the body breathing itself. We're going to be here about 5 minutes. If there's a noise in your head, voices and stuff, breathe the body like we did in class. It's 5 minutes of deep breathing, great way to get meditated. You can also count those breaths. I would pick a number randomly, like 11, and once you get there, go back to 1, just so you have a word you can be putting into your mind rather than your mind making up what it wants to think about. And we're going to stay here. All right, let's bring the hands to the heart center, rub them together. Take your time. If you saw me a moment ago and I was laughing, it was because I was trying to find my glasses on this carpet without my glasses, which is hard to do. All right, we're going to reach all the way up. We're going to take a breath in as much as we can get through the nose. We're going to breathe in more through the mouth. We're going to breathe in more if it'll fit. We're going to hold tight core, tight legs, hold the breath. And then everything out. Ah. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste. Woo-hoo. All right. Let me set this up here. Well, first off, it's danielovenberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there for the donations for this class, which I greatly appreciate. And we do this every Monday and Wednesday. And let's see. All right, I'm unmuting you all that want to, and I'm stopping this recording.